a deep satisfaction. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Thomas Sotomayor. That was my man, Pogo. You know I'm always on that Pogo stick. You know I'm always on that Pogo stick. You know I'm always on that Pogo stick. That's my dude. Young Homo. That's my dude. You may know him as the Foolish Pharaoh, or you may know him as Young Pharaoh, or whatever his name is. I'm not really sure. Now, I'm really doing this video because, well, apparently the guy's in love with me. I'm attractive with the salt and pepper, a beard and stuff like that. But Young Homo, you know I'm always on that Pogo stick, and I don't know why. And the only reason he's getting my attention right now is because I kind of want to on that Pogo stick. That's my dude. Black folks have been doing some weird things on YouTube. I also want white people to know, and I'm going to continue to let them know as much as possible, black people are in love with me. Now, everybody can try and say that there's a good reason and bad reason for them wanting to assault me, and I guess the truth of the matter is they just want my attention. And I don't know what it is about the homosexual guys that really want my attention. You know, started with the lip-smacking Mac. I mean, if you think that guy's not packing fudge, then I don't know. Ooh, look at all that cotton. Speaking of cooning, look at all that cotton. Coonan the Barbarian. Anyway, you got someone like Young Homo, and Young Homo does his best to try and make sure that the world knows that he loves black women. And that he also stated that anybody who does, I got the link in the description box. You guys are going to be able to see it. But this is a message for Young Homo. I don't know why you're publicly doing this. When, if you was a real G thug, if you say you are, you know I'm always on that Pogo stick. Anyway, Young Homo, Mr. He says he's like 5'7" or something. I don't know. But he says he's going to smack me up, and he also said that if anybody is around me and has not killed me, that let me know that they are bitches. That lets him know this. Dear white people, please understand, the Negro is a violent individual, period. There are some civilized Negro, but deep down, the majority of Negroes are uncivilized and violent. They are irrational and overly emotional. They are driven to violence off of anything. So if you have an opportunity to avoid them, do. And if you get approached by them, as you've seen what happened to me in my videos, don't take chances like I've taken chances. Don't sit there and try to negotiate with them. It's like terrorists. Don't negotiate with them. Negroes are the worst individuals on planet Earth, which is why they're not welcomed anywhere on planet Earth. Maybe they can argue that fact, but the black man is not welcomed anywhere on Earth, even in his own home. That's sad. You can look at the American blacks and try to blame slavery and anything else you'd like to blame. But slavery isn't making these black people try to kill me because they don't like what I said. Slavery isn't making these black people go around and make these type of threats against each other's person over simple disagreements. Slavery isn't making this grown man, who's 23 years old apparently, try to make his name on YouTube by continuing to use my name and say he's going to kill me. And what sucks is that normal races of people, their women try to prevent unnecessary fights. Their women try to get up and say, hey guys, cut that out. But then not black women. Black women are telling this homo, go ahead, try and beat Tommy up and prove your love to him. At the end of the day, that's all the dude's trying to do. I mean, you can look at him. He looked like a little fruit, and he overcompensating for whatever's going wrong in his life. If these dudes were going to do all the stuff they were going to do, why do they feel the need to put it online and say it several times? Why would you give a person that you're trying to do something to heads up? So what I'm going to do is make sure not only the police have heads up for these people, but YouTube is I'm going to try my best to hold YouTube liable for having all these people threaten my person because they don't like my videos, and I got to sit there and watch this. The man even bring up my child and has even started to tell people that I'm a pedophile. So we got a defamation suit and everything else going on. But just want you guys to understand that. And I want you to understand, Mr. Homo. I don't know you, Mr. Homo. Whatever makes you want to fight and wrestle with a grown man, Mr. Homo, that's up to you. Now, for some reason, Sinetta was trying to pay you $1,000 to come debate. It's strange. $5,000 was the cheapest I'd go. And ask them how long it took me to argue with that. And then when they didn't pay me fast enough, I told them bye. But, hey, you're trying to come up in the game, and that's why you're using my name. And I get it. I get this whole YouTube thing. But, Mr. Homo, I don't want to have anything to do with you, Homo. I just want to be left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone? Every day I wake up, there's a new Negro threatening my person over not something I've done to him, because I don't know this homo. Just a video that he didn't like. Black people are not civilized, and young homo, you are a prime example of it. So while you're going around preaching all this black unity, black this and black that, the only thing you're unifying is niggas that ain't shit and more violence. You speak like the average savage. And that's what you are, the average savage. Except for they actually got work behind their resume. You just got a YouTube and a loud mouth. Works for you. But anyway, I'm 41 years old. I'm not fighting any of you guys. I got a family. He said he'd beat me up in front of my kids and my girl. Sir, you better hope you hit me from behind. Hit me from behind. Hit me from behind. Hit me from behind. I'm not fighting y'all. I hope that everybody starts looking at you little young niggas as threats and start shooting you down in the streets. Hit me from behind. Because that's the only way you're going to stop running your mouth, and it's the only way you're going to leave people alone who ain't bothering you. Young homo, it's sad you made that video, but you made it. So, like you said, we all must walk our path. Whatever you're going to do from now on, why don't you stop making videos about it and just do it? Wouldn't that be gangster of you, sir?